Buenas noches a todos. Just a quick update on our retreat events this spring, summer, and fall. I'm also going to talk a little bit about our philosophy and approach. As far as certain details go, you'll have to contact me via email because rules. Uh, but we still have one cabin with 2 double beds that could hold up to 4 people available for the first event, which is February 25th January 25th through February 4th, I believe, if that's 7 days, although we could extend it to be longer. So if you're interested in that, shoot me an email. A great opportunity for people to save if you have a group of friends, because after the first person, when you share a cabin, each additional person is 50% off. So if you have a group that doesn't mind being in tight quarters, I mean, it's not terribly tight, but 2 beds, 1 room, big beds. So yeah, the event is going to be Tambopata, which is on the outskirts of the Manu Reserve, which is some of the most pristine rainforest left in South America. There have been jaguar tracks found between the cabins recently, and ocelot was videoed on the banks of the river. It's right on the river. Gorgeous, gorgeous place. Tons of wildlife, and it's only 5 kilometers, I guess I almost said miles, but 5 kilometers downriver. So it's not, we have good access to emergency services. We're in the jungle, but not to the extent that we've compromised our safety at all. There's actually road access, which is really nice. To have that much wildlife and be that close to civilization is just amazing. So, yeah, that's the location. And if I seem like I'm stumbling a little bit, it's because the rules here on this platform have changed, and I have to kind of, can't describe the things I normally would describe the way I normally would describe them. But I can say that our approach is a little bit unique, I think, in this the pop culture context. We offer weekly preparation and not just integration. So between whenever you make your deposit and your retreat event, you can spend up to an hour a week on experience. And my protocol is a mixture of traditional, right? So I was taught in the Shuar way. And according to Perplexity AI, the particular lineage, Chiriap, is probably the most undiluted and authentic. So there's that. And I constantly studying neuroscience, cognitive science, psychology, different therapeutic techniques. So I apply all of that stuff, and I encourage the individuals that come as guests to do the same, because it's really far more efficacious if you understand these processes and techniques. Of course, I don't force anyone to do that, but I do offer guidance in the process of learning all these things, because it can be really overwhelming. So I help you to prioritize and to get the fundamentals, and then once you have the fundamentals, it's pretty easy to build on it from there. So you also will, if you like, learn about the medicinal plants in the rainforest. And in this day and age, most of them are available online, and if not, I can send them to you if it's something that you need long term. And rather than collecting the plants myself, I buy them from the tribes to support them. So you have that guarantee as far as sourcing goes. And I have seen, again, I have to watch my language. Things that we are told should not be possible, in terms of relief from maladies, we're using the plants of the jungle. So tremendously useful knowledge to have. We will have guests, curanderas and curanderos from the neighboring tribes, Shipibo, Ashaninka, Matajinka, and it will depend on when you're there, who it's going to be, but we can talk about that if you choose to have a screening call. And what else should I mention? Okay, so we're starting in February. We're going through May, and then again July, mid-June through November. November, if you want to see giant anacondas, that's the month to come because the water's low, so the snakes are up. We will go out into the jungle by boat with licensed guides because you cannot enter the reservation without either permission or a licensed guide. So the individual that owns the property where we'll be is a licensed guide. It's an indigenous family that owns the property, so we're happy about that. We really like supporting the local people in the jungles. There's a lot of problems increasingly in the jungles, so supporting the people is absolutely essential right now. There's a lot of illegal mining and companies like Exxon, there are terrible oil spills and entire communities get wiped out, and there's no accountability for that. So one of the reasons we like to do these events is to get down there and help to bring some income to the people there, because in my opinion, their service to the world is instrumental in changing our trajectory and healing the nations, right? And in return for that, we're absolutely destroying their world. In the Amazon rainforest, especially at certain elevations where it's not very hot ever, it's perfect temperature, there's fruit, vegetables, fibers, medicines, sacred medicines, abundant. It's absolutely the Garden of Eden. And I have watched over the years the fishermen throwing nets all day long and not catching a fish. I've watched the clouds of insects around the lights at night disappear. It's definitely a critical situation in the jungle. And that's really one of the reasons I want to get back there, so that I can be more hands-on and available and aware and able to report to people in other parts of the world firsthand, what's occurring in the jungle down there. So, not going to be a long stream. I just wanted to let you guys know kind of what's going on. And I would really like to fill this last spot. We're very small. We have 4 cabins, and only 2 of them are for guests. Maybe 3 if I determine that I can put a tent up for myself and my assistant. But that's the way we like it, because I like to be able to spend a lot of time with individuals one-on-one and, really get to know people and make sure that they're getting investitures from their transcendental experiences and able to ground them out and make something meaningful of them, By the way, our minimum usually is 10 days, but I encourage people, if you can, to try to come longer. Because, again, I have to kind of watch my phrasing, but some of these experiences with ceremonies, can really stir up a lot, and you need time to make sure that you have sufficiently processed it. Connect my encoder. What was it talking about? So I'm not refusing shorter stays, but I do encourage people to try to give it as much time as you can, particularly if you know that you have a lot of trauma that you could potentially stir up. Give yourself time to process it before you try to reintegrate into your normal life. So I don't see any questions in the chat. I feel like I kind of covered everything that I need to. I hope to see as many of you guys as possible, which really isn't that many considering how few cabins we have. but as many as possible between now and November. It is going to be our last season. I'm shifting my focus, probably even away from YouTube to a large extent, for at least a couple of years. I have a project that is long overdue that I'm really hoping to give some attention to. So this is our grand finale, and it's going to be amazing. I'm super excited to get back to the Amazon and explore. You know, there's really nothing that makes me happier than just walking around in the jungle and just looking at everything. So many bizarre creatures and plants, and just the entire atmosphere is just so alien and yet somehow so comforting. Truly extraordinary. So, all right, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Please hit the like button, share, subscribe, consider becoming a patron, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. I think instead of getting back into the, what's that guy's name? Is it Kenneth Anger? Or no, Kenneth Grant. Kenneth Grant. Material, I'm going to make that a patron-only series, and we're going to maybe take a look at another one of Eliphas Levi's works on the public streams. He basically wrote this book. It's called The Key to the Mysteries, and he is making his argument that there is really a true religion, that the truth can be known, that the truth is one, that it's really not subjective, it's not a matter of opinion, and that there are ways to learn to perceive it, basically. And I have felt that way since since I can remember, you know, as a child. So I'm really curious about it. I haven't read it, haven't even looked, you know, how do you say, browse through it. But I'm willing to bet it's worth our time. It's a lot of people say it's Levi's like high watermark of his thinking. So that'll probably be tomorrow night. Or wait, that's New Year's. I mean, it'll be on New Year's Day, I guess. So anyways, cheers, guys. Good night.